Hey everyone, it's James here for the Fantasy Football Network, and I'm going to give you your Atlanta Falcons Week 3 fantasy advice. Atlanta's coming into this game after a narrow 31-27 loss to the Super Bowl champions, the LA Rams. Atlanta really fought in that second half, and there was lots of positives, and I feel like we can bring the momentum we built in that second half into this game. And this is a much easier matchup, in my opinion. Seattle's a decent team, but they're nowhere on the level of LA. Drake London had 12 targets and caught 8 passes for 86 yards and a touchdown last week, and I don't see any reason why you shouldn't start him this week. He looks like he's going to be a legit wide receiver one for the Falcons, and if he's on your roster, start him. A third of the Falcons' passes have gone towards London this season, so Mariota clearly loves him, and just keep playing him until you see any reason not to. He's clearly our wide receiver one. He's clearly the main target in the offense, so Drake London is a must start. Kyle Pitts has been disappointing through 2 weeks. He's probably been one of the most disappointing fantasy football players there is. And I know I said this 2 weeks in a row, but trust me, third time's the charm. Kyle Pitts is going to get right against Seattle. Seattle have struggled this season against tight ends. They're the sixth worst defense against tight ends this year, and they only went against Denver and George Kittle-less San Francisco. So nothing special there, and they still struggled. So I feel like Arthur Smith's fed up of hearing about Kyle Pitts' lack of production. I feel like Pitts is in for a big day. There's enough balls to go around, so Pitts and London, I'd start them both. Seattle struggled to defend the run against San Francisco last week, so I feel like Cordarrelle Patterson is a good flex option this week. Patterson averaged 4 yards a carry last week. He didn't find the end zone, but I feel like Patterson, he's always a solid flex option, this week especially. So if you have Patterson in your team, I'd start him as a flex. Younghoe Koo is a pretty solid kicker. I know he missed a kick last week, but that's not the norm. Koo is usually true when he kicks, and I feel like if you have him, start him. The Falcons are going to put up points this week. And to be honest with you, I do feel like one of these weeks we're going to put up 30. And I think it could be this week. Even though we are 1-point underdogs, the Falcons have put points up against the Saints and the Rams, and they have two pretty good defenses. So I think this week, if you have Koo, start him. You won't regret it. A sneaky pickup could be the Falcons defense, and I feel like you should get them. They're available in most fantasy leagues. Dean Pease's unit is playing a lot better this year. They're getting to the quarterback a lot more effectively. They're causing turnovers, and I feel like Geno Smith is error prone, and the Seahawks offense looks like it was stuck in the mud last week. So if you have the opportunity to pick up the Falcons defense, I think you do it. You play them, and it could be a difference maker to win this week's matchup. That's all from me. The Falcons are getting the W in Seattle. I can feel it, and you'll get the W too if you listen to this advice. Thank you.